Well, I'm glad you could join me here, having a beer on the planet Earth, the flat planet Earth. Hope you're all right. Let's get this down a little bit. So I hope all your humans are good on the planet Earth all over when the beers are cold. I hope you're keeping the motorcycles under 100 miles an hour and the cars under 100 miles an hour. But let's, tonight, today, of course, it's the 27th of August. Today, of course, it's the 27th of August. Today we'll talk about space, the final frontier. What is that? And what do we know about it? Well, 500 years ago, a bunch of assholes said the Earth is a ball. Well, that's a crock of shit. I mean a crock of shit. You know, excuse me. But the point is that the main thing is, like, we're finding out more technology which is irrelevant. We haven't been to the moon. That's ridiculous. I mean, can you imagine now? Uh, I have to explain to young people, you've been brainwashed, and I mean you've been brainwashed. Like, like really brainwashed. Like, if you think you're gonna work for NASA or something like that, forget it. That's crap. That is a pile of crap. Yeah. The main thing is that us flat earthers are bringing up the truth about what these guys did 500 years ago with their ball earth stuff, which is totally irrelevant now. And of course, the science that is there is telling it the way it is. Yeah, the science will tell you the truth. Uh, it will tell you the truth. I mean, if you work in a factory and you're making something, you have to go through a process to manufacture that product. You have to be careful. You have to use safety precautions for the people there that are doing that. Uh, you have to do that. Otherwise, that's the safety precautions you have to take in any factory, making anything, cars or whatever, toasters or ovens or anything like that. It's a manufacturing process. The point is, you hire somebody, you have to have somebody to teach them how to do that particular job in that process. And it works, and you know, that's the way life is. Now, if you take advantage of those people, well, that's bullshit. You don't pay them a good wage or something like that. Well, and I've been with very good companies, they don't do that. But some companies do take advantage, and it's got nothing to do with uh, it's called self-respect for your fellow human being. Yeah. And that's worldwide. You know, if you shit on somebody, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, people are going to come back and shit on you. Yeah, it's just the way it is on the planet Earth. The flat planet Earth. Yeah. But I'll have a beer on that. But I'd rather talk more about space exploration. You know, I'll give you an example about when they said they landed on the moon. And I was around, you know, big time as a Canadian scientist. You know, I knew about this stuff because I was allowed to learn about this stuff in Canada. And the point is that, you know, this, I like to explain to young people in the United States, and Canada, and worldwide, where do you, where they put the turds? Like I say, you don't have to. This is not rocket science shit. You're gonna rock it off, you know, which they didn't. There's nobody on that shit. But, you know, well, you're gonna have a shit. You know, it's just the way our body works. You know, when you gotta have a shit, you gotta have a shit, man. You know, you look for the toilet now. Now, like I say, like I said earlier in my other tapes, go get the the specs on the NASA shitter in the LEM or any of these joints, any of them. The Russians, let's see the toilet because holy shit, man! When you gotta go have a shit, you gotta have a shit, man. Yeah. Yeah, when you're under stress, and, you know, I don't know what the hell they're eating a bunch of crap. So you got diarrhea. Well, you got diarrhea in your space suit and all that. Oh man, they recycle the piss. Oh yeah, well that's yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. This space station. Well, I don't know where they put all that shit. Go back and look at it from right from the start. Right from the start, it was all a pile of shit. These fuckers have not done shit. Not in low Earth orbit. It's all a pile of garbage. Yeah, it's real cash cow. I'll have a beer on that. You know, yeah. But remember, 400,000 years ago, we have history. Look at your human history. Look at what we have here. And if you think that these people are completely dumb fucked about human history, they they don't even tell you what human history is. Like we have no history if we don't understand 400,000-year-old history on this planet. We don't. It doesn't matter about what the education in any country. we're just shooting. We're just full of shit. And I mean a big shit. You know. And what do these people do? They burn all the history books. All of them. By a bunch of little turd boys. They go into the libraries and they burn whatever history they can burn. So any little kid or little girl growing up will never know human history at all. At all. They won't know nothing. Nothing. Doesn't matter whether it's the Chinese or the fucking any. Now, if you think that wasn't influenced by aliens, you're fucking nuts. Because let me tell you something. If you think that your history, well, go and try to find, how old are us humans on this planet? Well, what? They don't know because they fucked their own history, these humans. Who would do that? Who would fuck? They're even fucking World War II history, World War One history, and they're fucking it for your kids. I guess they forget that they don't realize when they were young kids. That's about as sick as you can get. That's about as sick as you can get. They can't pass on the knowledge. That's bad. That's real bad. Yeah. It's like them trying to go to the moon. Now that's a big joke, and they don't want to make a big deal out of it. Well, it is a big deal because they can't prove none of it. And all those people are dead. They're dead. They should have all went to jail. The whole pile of them. And I'll have a beer on that. But I must remind you of the age of the earth. It's very old. And I remind all young people to study old history. And they won't like you when you study old history. But some of it still survives. The point is that, for instance, the mining of gold 400,000 years ago in South Africa. Now, were these aliens mining the gold in South Africa, using it, was gold used as a fuel for their special crafts to even get to planet Earth? Now, us thinking that we're above whatever the heck is out there, well, that's bullshit. I mean, that is totally crap. What we have to understand as a human, I mean, holy shit, man. Now, if these people who were, say, a million years ahead of us and came down to us, well, I mean, so they decided, well, we're monkeys. So if they mixed their genes with us because they couldn't get back to, in a time period in their lifespan. But let's look at it. Now, this is stuff you, as a young guy, as a young woman, whether it be United States, Canada, or any other, you know, don't think it as it's a sin. It's not. It's not at all. Jeez, I mean, it's not at all. Try to grow up a little bit. Slow down a little bit. And when you vote, don't vote. You ask somebody, say, what do you represent? Don't vote. It's a lot better for you than any country. It's got nothing to, and these religions are totally ridiculous because you know, they started these religions to control research, research intelligence on the ball, not on the ball, but on the flat earth. You'll find out a lot of things I'm telling you is very true because you're as relevant today as anybody. You are as relevant as a human being on this flat earth as any other person that's lived here for 400,000 years. You're just as relevant. This thing that everybody has to hate everybody, that's a pile of shit. That's a total pile of shit. Yeah. If you're out and there's a storm, us humans are fantastic. We even put our lives in line and die trying to save our fellow humans. But you gotta go back 400,000 years. You gotta go back. Because they write out, once they write out a generation, they can bring in a new whole thing generation. And that's the crap of it. And they've been doing that for 400,000 years. And if you think that we haven't been visited by aliens, you're as stupid as if you build an outhouse and you shit on a flat. You forget if you build an outhouse, you forgot to build a hole. Well, the beers are cold. And of course, I think I'll play a little saxophone. Just wait a minute. Oh, well, sure I took long to get that saxophone on, isn't it? This I know you guys like that if I bring in the baritone, which I'll do. Getting on the baritone. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Well, get to the bass. Ooh, yeah. Holy shit. Well, Peace down. Well, I hope you enjoyed the and take care. Welcome to the flat Earth because it's flat. Us flat earthers are not going away.